Now we've gotten so accustomed to doing things our way and to being alone that we've lost the art of like learning how to sometimes kind of acquiesce to one another and stuff. And that's what we used to be able to do when we were younger, right? We didn't require our significant other to be everything that we wanted them to be. And yeah, sometimes we look at it and we be like, yeah, well, that's because I was young and I was ignorant, I was naive then. And it's like, yeah, you were, but you were also more open. You know what I mean? And when you think about it, man, we live in a world that has an infinite amount of possibilities, right? And I think sometimes we forget that we do not know always what's on the other side of an action. You know, we don't know what's on the other side of an interaction. We don't always know what's going to happen that day when we wake up. And so we get into this space where, you know, you get old and you just feel like you know every damn thing and can't nobody tell you nothing. And that's why life can't continue to life. That's why you don't get access to the same kind of opportunities that you got when you were younger. It's not that they aren't available. It's that you are no longer willing to put yourself in a position where you can receive those things. You know what I'm saying? You were more open and more willing to, on occasion, being hurt, to, on occasion, stepping into a situation that you could not cross every T and dot every I. You know what I mean? Like you would step into situations with a bit of just acceptance of what is. And now, man, we come into these spaces, man, where the moment we start dating, if a person don't do everything that we think we are just unwilling to just give a person any latitude to just be human, right? And so I think that that's what makes it difficult, not only for us to find relationships as we age, but then I think just even friendships, right? We become more rigid in our personal world because everything has got to be as custom built as our news feeds, right? Your news feed right now, the algorithm knows you in and out. It knows you go to church, but it knows you like bum fights. It knows you like to watch people twerking. You know what I mean? Like it don't matter what it is that who you say you are. It don't matter who you follow. It don't matter what you like. The algorithm knows you pretty good, right? And while social media is built to serve you up some content to keep you locked in, that is not what humans are. That's never been who we are, and that'll never be who we are, right? So it's like we have to, you know, sometimes, man, we got to acquiesce to life. We got to give life a space to life, because if we don't, we're going to look up and everything is going to be AI.